Hi everyone. Under blended learning, there will be home-based learning days. All teachers will be required to maintain a web page so that your students will be able to refer to your instructions during those days. Okay, this video is intended to walk you through the process of creating a very simple website. Okay, and for those teachers who are more advanced and you're already maintaining your own website for teaching and learning, I need you to have a web page that is called Home-Based Learning Instructions and provide me the URL for it. Okay, for teachers who are starting out new, I need you to stay on the video and bear with me while I walk you through the process. So let's begin. Okay, I need you to log into your Icon account and go to Google Apps at the top right corner and click Google Sites. There will be the templates that's prepared for you, but we'll not be using them. For this demonstration, I'll keep it simple and use blank template instead. Okay, for the site's title, I will need you to put it as your name. Same for the page title. Okay, so let me just walk through with you the buttons on the right side. Very commonly and frequently used would be text box, images, and drive, and sometimes collapsible text. Okay, so there are many ways of making a web page, but I will keep it simple so that you can follow this video. Okay, so let's say I'm a teacher for Set 1 LG5 CPA, okay, and I'm also teaching 3A chemistry, and I'm teaching 5A English. I click a text box and I enter the words here. I'll not be going through with you all these buttons because I think you can explore on your own. And I will click and drag and put it next to my name. Okay, I'll put it centralized to make it nicer. Okay, so if you think it's too small, of course, feel free to adjust accordingly. Okay, so for my web page, I prefer to have my photo in, so that my students who may be a bit lost will know that they have the correct teacher's web page. And I don't want it to be so big, so I reduce the size and click and drag and put it next to my name. Okay, alright, so I'm going to show you how I will create the headers for these three classes. I need 3 of these text boxes. Second one, and the last one. You should also be creating all these headers for all the subjects, all the classes, that you teach. Okay, so now I'll be showing you 3 methods, okay, using 3 different classes, 3 different methods of putting instructions. Okay, before that, make sure the header has a different color so that it's easier to see it. Go to Set 3 Chemistry, click on the color palette and click on Emphasis tool. Okay, so the first way of putting instruction is to use just text box. This is how you drag it to the correct location that you want. Okay, and you just type instructions here. Okay, you can tell them to go to your Google Classroom or SLS or to read their textbook or workbook. Okay, so it is up to you. You can even insert YouTube video or photos into this white color space for LG5. Okay, so next, the second method is to use a collapsible text. Make sure it goes to the correct location, drag and go down to below set 3A chemistry. Okay, this is how collapsible text works. Okay, enter the date of the HBL on the first row. So for example, we choose 9 July 2021 is a Friday. Okay, for the second row of the collapsible text, you need to type your instructions. Okay, you cannot insert a photo, a video inside this second row of the collapsible text. But it is very good to make it tidy because it will hide away your instructions, which may be very lengthy, and you can always keep this 9 July instructions available, and yet create another one if there's another HBL day that involve them. Okay, for example, 21st July is a Wednesday. You also have 3A chemistry class, and you want new instructions here. Okay, so when I let go, I click anywhere else. All these dates are very tidy because you can see them one after another, and yet the instructions are hidden until the student clicks on the drop list button. Okay. Alright, the next method requires you to create a Google Doc or a Google Sheet using your Google Drive. Okay, so I will let you see it. Okay, so I go to my Google Drive. I've created instructions for 5A using Google Docs, and for Google Site to insert the table, it is best to use either Google Docs, a document, or a spreadsheet to create the table first, then insert into your Google Site. Okay, so I have created 3 columns to indicate the day of the HBL, your instructions to be typed here. Okay, so go back to the Google Site that we are creating. Now under 5A English, go to Insert and go up. Is here Drive. Under Recent is what I have just created, the Google Doc with instructions for 5A English. Go to the bottom and click Insert. Okay, how do you update this document? To update this document, you must go to the Google Doc instead, the original location that you created it. Okay, so whenever you update this document, your Google Site will show the latest changes. Alright, so this way you can also increase the number of Google home-based learning days by adding new rows. Okay, and you can decide to remove the home-based learning days instructions for those days that have passed. Okay, to make the so as not to confuse the students. Okay, it is up to you how you want to organize it. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, and you realize that it is check first. It is not under 5A English, so you need to click this button and drag. Okay. Alright, I've shown you 3 useful ways how you can insert instructions for your students in your web page. You do not need to use all 3 ways. You can just stick to one that is the most useful, convenient for you. Okay. Next, I need you to click Share Options and check that the links will be published in MOE, and students having student icon, they will be able to read your web page. Okay, so done. Next is to click Publish so that it goes live in the internet. You may want to keep your web address simple. Okay, so once again, who can view my website? Anyone at MOE, so publish. Okay, after publishing, it will go live on the internet. Since you are the only editor, you can make this publish settings changes. Okay, so go to the drop down button, publish settings, and you can remove this tick. Okay, so it means that you as the editor, you do not need to review the changes before publishing, and this will save a lot of your time. Okay, so press save. Finally, you can check if the website works for you by previewing the web page. And this is the live page. Okay, so if everything is okay, good for you. You have just learned how to create a web page using Google Site. Okay, so what I need from you is to give us the URL of the Google Site. So where can you find the URL of the Google Site? Okay, I'm opening my Google Site again. There's this button that says Copy Publish Link. Okay, so click and copy link, and more instructions will be given in the email that I'll be sending you. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope the video is useful for you and you'll be able to create your web page very soon.